Team Emma.
Team Emma.
This is a podcast for people who are Team Emma and not Team Rachel. I think that's the niche. Oh, Olivia Rodrigo came out with a new music video.
I know.
Have you
I
seen
just
it?
saw it. Yes.
Okay, well, I saw it like this morning, and I was like, this is gonna cross Bree's desk.
It did. It was like one of the first things to cross my desk this morning.
How do you feel,
Drop
Petra
Dead.
Collins?
Yes. I love her work. And didn't they collab before?
I think so. Is that who directed was it Brutal? The one where she's like on top of the like high school like car?
I think so. Yeah. And she's worked with a lot of people. Petra Collins. I'm trying to think who else right now. Maybe King Princess?
King Princess, Selena Gomez.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
No, it was
Who's
cool.
Who.
It tickled my pickle.
I didn't love but again, first thing I woke up this morning, we were talking earlier about how I'm kind of a gremlin and I just, as soon as I wake up, I want coffee and I inject it into my veins.
Yeah. Did you this morning?
Yeah. This morning I raw dogged a coffee and sat down at my desk and watched Drop Dead, Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, nice.
And like, I loved the music video because she's like trampsing around Versailles.
It's so cool. I know, and I thought of you
Versailles.
too. I'm like, ooh, this is giving a little Sofia Coppola, like.
Marie Antoinette.
Yeah.
Also shot in Versailles.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was like, I don't know how I feel about the song. And then I watched the lyric video. Have you seen the lyric video?
I have not.
Okay, she's kind of what I think you've been thinking about for like our visuals. She's like an illustration of her
Ooh.
in like a bedroom, and you know, it has like the curly Q font, and you know, it's doing the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I fuck with the song now. I like the song.
The other video wasn't vibing as hard, or
I think I was just looking.
It's
so much
hard
at the
because-
visuals.
you know, I felt the same way because it was hard for me to focus on the song because the visuals were so stimulating,
Mm-hmm.
and I kept trying to. It was like really hard to focus. I mean, I also did not have coffee at the
Yeah.
time, so that might have also influenced me. But
Yeah, I think it wasn't me like not liking the song. I think it was just me not being fully awake.
yeah,
That's on me.
I mean, me too.
So, Brie, what is the worst thing you've ever done? No, I'm just kidding.
Are you really asking?
Well, what is the worst thing you've ever? No, that's a
I know. I'm like, redact this immediately. Actually, I don't know.
yeah.
I don't think I've done anything that bad yet.
There's still so
There's
much
still
time.
so much time. Yeah. You know.
I know that's like a weird like trap of a question.
Yeah, it is. Have you ever asked anyone that question?
No.
I kind of like don't want to know.
Well, no. I just think like it's a very loaded question, or like it's a very random question.
Yeah.
A little random.
You got to ask it when someone's about to get married.
Yeah.
This is ruin their good time.
I have so many thoughts, but we haven't even introed the show yet.
Shall we?
And that'd be just a travesty.
The worst thing we've ever done is not introduce the show.
Every week.
Actually, it's every time. Yeah.
Being like, doing an intro is hard, Brie. You like editing the pod or
I
like,
edit it
I have
out.
to cut
Like,
that again.
cut that again. It's true. Oh.
The 5-minute banter where I like spiral out and you're just like,
Sometimes it's me spiraling. Or sometimes I'll spiral at the end.
I like,
Now you know.
yeah, I know. Like, I want to talk to you about so many things. It is these like vitamins I'm taking that make me
Oh.
feel like I've hit my vape pen.
Yeah, tell me about these vitamins.
They're moon juice.
Oh, okay. I've heard of moon juice.
Yeah, which like
Didn't you take those before like a long time ago? Or like sampled them?
I tried their dust.
Okay.
So they have like sex dust, moon dust, love dust, or at least they did in 2017.
You mix it into your drink or like your
Yeah.
water or
Yeah. It was like the nastiest thing ever.
I remember you telling me that.
I think one of our first late to the parties, I'm talking about it. About how much I like disliked those dusts. I had like a real
cute
vendetta.
idea.
And their packaging, it was so like millennial, so Glossier.
The packaging was cute.
Yeah. I hadn't thought about them in years. But I cut my hair recently.
Yeah.
And I immediately want it long again. I saw Sarah Pigeon as Carolyn Bessette, and I wept for my long hair. Even though I know hers is extensions.
Oh.
But still, I fell
No,
into
her hair looked good.
Yeah, like so good. And then I thought about extensions. But you've been down this road with me before.
I have.
Like one time I cut my hair, or like I got it a little too short, and I went to
it was like a beauty. I don't know if it was Sally's, but it
was, Asian owned and operated, weave and extension. It was like in sheer panic. I just bought extension.
Like, help.
Yeah. And then I came to my senses and like I took some vital proteins and like next thing you know it was because my hair does grow fast. But
that was crazy because it was like do it yourself. Like and I think like it was like way too much work.
Well, because what I found out now after all these years. You buy the extension, then you
take them
to
okay, man. The hindsight's 2020.
It really is, and that was probably in 2020. So dark times for all. But so like that being said, I haven't thought about moon juice, and I haven't like had a hair conundrum because I've had long hair forever. And it's not really a conundrum. I know I'm okay with like shorter hair, and it's been growing fast. That all said, I'm looking into vitamins because I'm also like. I want to take care of my body and I want some vitamins. I also want my hair to grow, but I don't know if like biotin or like collagen peptides, all this mumbo jumbo.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was like doing some research and I was like, well, I should just be healthy and whatever. I'm already doing like the Redkin, like you suggested.
Okay. Yeah.
The extra lengths. So I'm like, I need to just take a chill pill. But then moon juice comes across my desk.
Oh.
And it's like all the essential vitamins. Plus some ashwagandha.
Okay.
And some biotin and like hair growth
stuff.
Okay.
It's just everything you need.
Just everything. But now I feel like I might have curbed my vape addiction because of vitamins.
Vitamins? Look at you. I think vitamins are, hey. That's good.
That's so true. I'm such a goody two-shoes.
Vitamins. Like, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Yeah.
I also picked up some vitamins.
Really?
For my bones.
Ooh, okay. Tell me more.
They're calcium. It was like buy one, get one half off at the CVS. And I was just looking for the multivitamin, like just every day, because my other ones had kind of gone bad because I had taken most of them, but I didn't take them every day religiously. So they kind of like expired. Mm-hmm. But they were really good. It was like, what was that brand? It wasn't Nature's Made. It was something else. Nature's Bounty.
When I was researching vitamins, why is there a Nature's Made and why a Nature's Bounty? What is up with this?
I don't know, but Nature's Bounty tastes so good. They're like candy. They're so good. I wanted to eat them all. I also got a hair, skin, and nails one like a long time ago, and those ones tasted pretty good. Because, I was just worried about mostly my skin and my nails. Because I have like really thin nails. I don't know. I'm probably not getting enough nutrients sometimes, but whatever.
I feel you. That's kind of what I was vibing on from me. So,
yeah. But I got the Nature's Nature's, I think I'm saying that. Not Nature's Bounty, the other one, a different brand, because those were the ones on sale, and that's what I was going with. And I didn't find the exact ones. They didn't have that one anyway. So I open up the multivitamin, and it smells like Flintstones vitamins.
Ooh.
But I couldn't break, but they were gummies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Flintstones gummies as a kid.
Really? Do they smell just like the chalky ones?
They do.
I've only had the chalky ones. And for me, it's like a texture thing, I think. Because I'm like, if it smells like Flintstones, it has to be Flintstones.
You have to like have that crunch.
I have to have the crunch. Yeah, I'm a little weirded out by like, so I sealed those right back up. And then I just took the calcium ones, which look like gumdrops. They look like Dots candy.
Ooh.
Anyway, I just think of them like candy.
I love this. No, every morning I take my 4 horse pills and I just like zen out and just sail through the day.
Nice.
Yeah. I love that. Okay, look at us being healthy.
I know. Work. Yeah. I don't think we introduced the show yet, did we?
I think this is just gun to my head. Speaking of our topic today.
Whoa.
If someone
how insensitive.
Do a herald. I couldn't. And I feel like there was a point in my life where I knew the rules to do a herald.
Oh, do you end where you start or something? Or you triple down? It's like you double and you triple. What is a herald again?
Oh, yeah.
How do you count? It's like 3 beats or something? I'm trying to remember.
I know. So
4 beats?
To your head, could you do a herald?
I mean, someone else has to do it with you.
That's true. Just do it all by yourself.
Right? That acts like all the characters.
You yes and yourself.
I agree with what you said.
You're like Can I get a
One
hey
woman
audience? Can I get a suggestion? It's just you, and you're like, oh, that's a good.
I'm the one giving those suggestions. Oh my god. I do kind of like those videos where people edit themselves as also like the audience or like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's really fun.
Have they done a improv like a Herald one?
Oh, I don't know.
Like improv humor, like improv culture humor, I don't think is tapped into enough.
I agree.
Yeah. Do you and your boyfriend ever talk about your improv roots?
Yes. What were we watching? Maybe I was with you, actually. Well, I know it came up recently. What were we watching where there was like someone spitting into someone's mouth? Was that SNL, like a clip from old SNL?
No, you know what? I think it was just the Lorne.
It was the Lorne. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Really, anything will trigger you, won't it?
Anything will trigger me. Yeah. But that was very specific. We saw that with our 2 eyes. So,
yeah, I feel like because we did improv for a time in our lives, I feel like it was just, remember that Don't Think Twice, Mike Birbiglia movie?
yeah.
It was just like living in that for a really long time, except no one had prospects of going on SNL.
Mm-mm. Although I feel like we could have been great.
We could have been.
If we were in a different place,
Mm-hmm.
I think it could have been different.
Well, you know who ruined improv?
A lot of people.
Men.
Yeah.
And a lot of people.
But yeah.
But all the women were really funny.
Yeah.
In their own ways.
In their own ways. Some funnier than others.
That's true. But we quote our improv legend Pam all the time.
She was the best. She was so funny.
You play with fire?
You get burnt. No, she had catchphrases. Oh my god, she should be on TV. She needs her own show.
That time she just pulled me aside and said, I want to tell you about the time I slept with Jackson Brown.
She had so many stories. I mean, she was an interesting person, yeah.
She invited us to go on party on a boat.
I still regret not going. I wish we could have gone to that.
Like a pirate themed party?
Yeah. What were we thinking? Was she turning 50 or something? It was like something like that. What were we thinking?
I know. A bunch of 20-year-olds don't want to go to a 50-year-old's pirate boat party in the middle of the ocean.
I feel like I'd give anything to go right now.
Actually, true. Yeah.
Like spice things up, you know?
Like 8 years later, be like, if only. Actually, for the story.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you do it for the plot.
Sometimes you should do things for the plot.
And people grow, people change. I think so.
I think so too.
So what's the worst thing you've ever done? No judgment. This is a safe space.
I mean, if you're really asking, the only thing that really comes to mind is like maybe a couple instances, like once in middle school, kicking this boy in the back of his legs, like at his knees. Because I think somehow I learned that, like someone told me there's like a karate move and it'll buckle their knees or something, like a self-defense move. But he didn't really deserve it. And I still feel bad about it.
Did you trip him?
Essentially, but I kicked him in the back of his legs and he was like, oh, and he stumbled and fell. And then I think some people laughed at him. So I was a bully. I don't know.
That's some Adam Sandler humor right there.
I know, but I felt bad.
Oh,
I still feel bad.
that's really sweet.
Yeah, because he had a crush on me. And I was just like, leave me alone. Yeah.
That's a really sweet story.
What's the worst thing you've ever done?
That's so cute. I don't know. I like that.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
It's not that bad.
So when I murdered someone, when I had a thought of murdering someone, which that question kills the vibe.
It does.
Now that I've asked you that question,
I know.
and now that it's played out,
I'm like, man, all that guilt. It's like so silly.
Or like, who asked that type of question on the real?
It seems like no, it's not really a drinking game though. Yeah, I don't know.
Because what's the
not
point?
Adults.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
30-year-olds?
I feel like if you're like a teen or like an early, like if you're at a college party, you might ask a silly question like that at a party.
Maybe.
Like, let's go around. I don't know.
But there's always room for a Zendaya situation.
Yeah. You never know what someone's been through.
Yeah. And you never know what will like suck the energy out of the room. Not the point. Also not a Rachel defender at all. You want to just get into it?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. Hey everyone. This is I'm Obsessed with Nikki
and Bree.
A weekly roundup of films, pop culture, and internet discourse we just can't get out of our heads.
Oh, did we? Again. It's just us introducing the show. And again.
And again. Action. Hey everyone, this is I'm Obsessed with Nikki
and Bree.
a weekly roundup of our film, fashion, and internet discourse obsessions we just can't get out of our heads. And just a friendly reminder, if you're obsessed with us, please rate and review us on Apple and Spotify. Now, let's get into our obsessions. Bree.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm actually very good. I feel like I'm coming out of my cage.
And you're doing just fine?
Yeah.
I feel that. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I've been locked. We lock ourselves in cages, you know?
Yes. Being a human. You know what? Okay, so today we're going to talk about, so we watched The Drama with Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. And we also watched Materialists, a movie I've been trying to get Brie to watch for about a year now. So,
has it been that long? Oh my God, it seems like just a
almost.
couple months. I didn't realize it was a whole year. I'm serious. Like, I thought that just came out. Like, wow.
It feels like eons ago, but also just yesterday.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
But speaking of just the prisons we put ourselves in, both movies have female characters that put themselves in cages of their own doing, or like thinking they have to act a certain way or be a certain way.
That's true.
And I mean, Zendaya even wears that orange puffer jacket, which is like prison orange.
Yeah.
So just trying to
Just a metaphor.
cut.
No, I like it. I also noticed that both of these films deal with weddings.
Yes.
And I didn't think about that at the, because I didn't know what Materialist was exactly about, because they advertise it as like a love triangle. And that's all I really knew about it. I knew very little about both of these films going in. And I think that is the way to watch films nowadays. Like, I think the less that you know beforehand to put any judgment on it, the better, because I feel like I've enjoyed them. Like, any movie that I've just not known what's going to happen is way more fun of a viewing experience. Just saying.
Yeah. Tame Impala was right. The less you know, the better.
Yeah.
But I completely agree. Like, I'm obsessed with these A24, in quotations, like rom-coms.
Yes.
It's like Materialist was one of the highlights of film for me last year. And then this year, The Drama is my favorite film so far of this year. Like,
Yeah?
I'm obsessed with it.
No, it was really good.
I've already seen it twice. I'm like,
That's right. You had seen it before, and then we went out with a group of friends, and
that's the way to see it. Just like Emma and Charlie in the film with their friends, you know, doing their wine tasting. Like, the best way to go see The Drama is either on a date or with a group of friends, and then you must have a discussion afterwards.
yes,
That's what like watching movies is all about. I just feel this is the first time in like a really long time. Like, I feel like an adult, or like maybe it was just like the age we were, where like the pandemic really took a lot of early adult years from us. Like, we have a friend, Jack, who turned to me right before we went to the movies, and like in full earnestness was like, this feels like before the pandemic, us like
Aw.
like just friends going to the movies.
that's so sweet.
Yeah, like, I know, like it
Like,
like, it's beautiful, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, really shout out to A24 for like creating
they're doing the most, I feel like.
the Lord's work.
Yes, because their films are like, a lot of them are, well, I guess all of them are original, really.
Yeah.
And they tell the story in such an interesting way. And then the spirit of like indie film, you know, that is there. And then I noticed a lot of their films are shot on film, which I love.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like, aesthetically, they're pleasing. And
Directors with like a really clear vision.
yeah.
Which, how did it feel? Did you feel superior at all being the only person in our group that's seen a, what is his name? Christopher Borgley film?
I have.
Dream Scenario.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting this. I feel like you've said this to me each time. And Dream Scenario felt like such a dream scenario to me. Like, it's like I dreamt that I watched it. Although that movie was kind of fun to watch because it was so strange. And it was one of those that like the story unfolds, you don't exactly know where it's going. I think is how I felt when I watched it with Nicolas Cage. Yeah.
Now I'm like, I have to watch his other films.
I know. What else has he done then?
He did that one film. Oh my gosh. Was it Sick in the Head? It was something. It was a really interesting concept.
Former cult member hears music for the first time in 2020. Interesting.
That's an interesting concept too.
A place we call reality. Yeah. I mean, I guess just like indie. He just does like indie films, right?
Yeah.
Something called Dogleg. Syndrome, The Loser. It says Sick of Myself is what he's most known for.
I remember hearing of it when it was released, but I never saw it. But he's Norwegian, and I just feel like his mind is... I mean, just seeing the drama, I'm like, I have to watch his other work now. And I've been finally taking your recommendations. Speaking of a year later...
Did you see Dream Scenario?
No, but I'm going to. I'm finally listening to the Blackpink ladies. And I'm
it's okay.
I
know sometimes it takes me a while to get to your recommendations too. I get it.
Why is that though?
No. I just feel like modern life, there's too much going on.
Yeah. Know? That being said, we woke up this morning and both watched the new Olivia Rodrigo music video, so
I had time for that. If it's Olivia Rodrigo,
we're seated.
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems like I see a lot of myself. Like I project a lot of myself onto her.
Same.
At 23, and I'm like, oh, she hasn't figured out where I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wow, it's more realized on her. I love it.
I know. Like maybe she has some wisdom to impart, but in the past.
Yeah. You know who is tapped in to just like film and just, I don't know, who is carrying the entertainment industry on her back?
Zendaya?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the drama, Euphoria, The Dunes, Challengers. I saw that movie 5 times.
That
Obsessed.
was a good film. I still think about Challengers.
Same. I mean, that's my sexuality.
Just Challengers.
Actually, yes.
It's a hot film.
I think it just is perfect.
I can still hear the music too. Like it was so good, especially in theaters. Like I don't know. I'm glad we've been going to the movies more.
We have.
It's been really nice.
It really has. I watched Project Hail Mary again last weekend too.
Oh yeah, I know. I've seen that one twice as well.
You know, I prefer the drama, but I love that people are going to the movies.
Me too. Yeah. I think the drama, I agree. I think it's probably a better film, but I did enjoy Project Hail Mary the first time I saw it. I think not knowing much about I know there's a book. It's all different.
Well, like, that's the thing. It's like all of our friends read the book. My dad read the book. And the way they described the book to me, and like knowing like, you know, it's the same guy who wrote The Martian, and then The Martian was a different kind of movie. So I went in like not expecting the guys that directed the Lego movie to direct this film. So I was like, why does this feel like the Lego movie?
I was like, perfect. I love Legos.
I was just taken out. Also, no, you know what it was? It's not me hating Project Hail Mary. It's both times I've gone to the movies, there's been weirdos. People, okay, Rachel in the drama got on Zendaya for thinking about doing a school shooting at 14. Every time, the 2 times I went to see Project Hail Mary, the first time, a guy just came into the theater, you were there, just walked around like a real weirdo, just cased the joint. Unsettled me.
They don't check your tickets either.
Not at that movie theater.
Which is very dangerous, I feel. It's a little sketchy.
It is very sketchy. And I have, you know, my ears perked for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's my big fear.
No, it's scary.
Very scary.
We live in, I don't know. I know that like the drama, like I know there's some, like people have their opinions on it and it's a little polarizing maybe of like people like either loved it or I don't know if they hated it, but like just there's a lot of critiques, right? About like
it's provocative.
Yeah, it's provocative.
It's a taboo subject.
It's a taboo subject.
Like people don't love to talk about real dark parts of the human experience or dark thoughts, dark actions. And, yeah. But
I loved that element. I also love a good dark comedy. So to me, I'm like, oh, this movie was hilarious.
This movie was really funny, and it tapped into like what the director really does well, I think, is have the suspense and unsettling, not suspense, but like everything is very uncomfortable throughout the whole film, and the taboo subject matter of like, you know, spoiler, but they go around the table and they're like, what's the worst thing you've ever done? And it gets to Zendaya's character, and she says at 15 she planned and didn't follow through with the school shooting. Yeah. And that's a super taboo topic. But wait, what was I trying to, like, what were we talking about?
Just like, well, I was just saying it was like controversial.
Oh, the humor.
Yeah, the humor.
Oh yeah. So it like with the premise, because what I loved about the promotion for this film, like even the trailer was so good. It didn't, most trailers nowadays give away the whole entire film, the whole entire plot. This enticed me so much because so like leading up to it, there's this big like, what is the worst thing Zendaya's character's ever done? But then also as the promotion cycle goes on leading up to the release of the movie, you get the first Robert Pattinson Zendaya wedding movie poster.
I loved the posters. I love all the promotional photos for this film.
Yes, but then did you notice towards the end they were doing the promo poster of her in the puffer coat and him with like the bloody face?
Oh, I don't think I saw that. No.
And I also saw, and now I'm like having Mandela effect about it. Because like at first, you know, like the promo where they put in the Boston Globe of like the wedding, fake wedding announcement.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
And she has her hand on her chest with like the wedding finger. And then over time, it was her doing like the finger guns.
No way.
Yeah. I was just like, fucking genius.
That is genius. I know there's so many things like in that film, like once she said that and he's like reflecting on her past or whatever. And like, who is this person? Like he's looking back at all the photos and she's like making all these like gun signs with her hands and probably innocuously like a lot of people do in like photos or something. But like after that, it's like you can't see it a different way. And it's just like everywhere. I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny.
I wonder like, so Charlie, Robert Pattinson's character, he kind of goes on this very interesting journey as a character where he goes from like uncomfortable laughter when she first tells the worst things she's ever done and kind of like this balance of like, I love Emma, but also like, I know this deeply upsets my friends and what will they think of me? What will everyone think of me? Mm-hmm. And then like humorously, in a lot of ways, he's starting to just spiral and like picture her, like him being with her as like a 14-year-old potential school shooter, you know, and he just really goes on a crazy journey.
He does.
And then I wonder, to your point about both materialists and the drama talk about the wedding industrial complex.
Yeah, I feel like they do allude to that, which I was like, oh, that's interesting. Because I think that wasn't planned maybe when we were going to watch it. I just noticed. I was like, oh,
well, there are some parallels between the two films. The one character that's the client of Lucy's a materialist. She's also...
Yes, I saw that too. Yeah, she plays Sophie in Materialist and then the wedding photographer in the drama.
Which, speaking of the humor, that scene is so funny.
My favorite.
So like Charlie's spiraling out, crashing out, and the wedding photographer's like doing the shot list, and she's like, we'll shoot your mom, we'll shoot your dad, we'll shoot your aunt, we'll shoot your grandparents, TBD.
Every time she says shoot, it's like and you can like feel the tension, you know, because it's so quick. Because like basically what it's like the week, they only have a week and they're getting married, so they're doing like, I guess they're tasting all the food and the drinks, I guess just making sure it's all right.
Yeah.
But don't people do that sooner? Or it can be.
Well,
I don't know.
You know, last year I also got married.
Yeah.
And I really deeply, in a lot of ways, my like wedding planning experience was a lot like Emma's. I think that before I got engaged and started planning a wedding, I didn't realize how like deep, at least in American culture, this wedding industrial complex is, and how much of it is performative and how much pressure is like put on you intentionally or unintentionally. And like, it is a very, just a performative, weird thing.
Yeah. Like I thought it was interesting in the film, like in the drama, how like they have a choreographer for their first dance. Like that didn't even cross my mind that people get choreographers. I thought you just danced up there and just... Well... Because that's what you did, right?
Yeah, and I shouldn't have...
You wish you had a choreographer?
No, I just think like... I think a lot of the performative elements of a wedding are deeply weird.
Yeah.
And like it wasn't...
like just forget about the dance.
Yeah, it wasn't until I did it. Like even your parents walking you down the aisle... kind of weird.
That's weird. Yeah, a little bit.
The first dance where people watch you, it's kind of weird.
It is weird. I'm trying to think what I saw recently. Like, did we watch something recently where someone got married and then they were like, come up on the dance floor with us, like a movie, or maybe I watched a movie. I don't know. I'm trying to remember.
That's a good move.
But I like that. They were like danced for like a few minutes, like a minute or two, and then they're like, all right, come on, everyone.
But like, also, it's a very interesting thing. It's like, watch us dance, watch us walk.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not like, in this day and age, it's not like, the stakes of getting married are super high, but the idea of like having a wedding is super high. And like, speaking to the drama, I wonder if Emma and Charlie were able to have a proper conversation without like the pressure clicker of their wedding being like imminent, if that would have really just, because the issue isn't like who they are as people now, who Emma is now.
Yeah, because he obviously loves her and who she is.
And he's just so pressed with this like performative judgment.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting how it all played out, because like he even took away some of the lovely things he had for like the vows. Like he does kind of fuck up the whole like, or the speech. Maybe it's not the vows, but the speech he gives.
Mm-hmm. Well, when he erases in the Google Doc,
that hurt my heart.
Same.
Yeah, the whole thing. Okay, I understood taking out a couple lines. It's a little cold still, but then when he erased the whole thing,
diabolical.
I was like, oh my God.
But I mean, I get it. It's like this idea of like, do you really know a person? It's also interesting. So all the friends go around the table and are like, what's the worst thing you've ever done? The first guy threw his girlfriend in front of him, like used her as a human shield. Alana Haim's character, Rachel, who's the real villain of the drama.
She is. She's bringing the drama.
She is the drama.
She is the drama.
And it's funny because like our movie night crew, who we saw this film with, all dudes, did not understand like Rachel.
No, she
exists. She exists. And yeah, the worst thing she's ever done. What did she like?
She like locked a kid in a closet that was special needs.
Mm-hmm. Like not a closet. It was like an abandoned, like a dirty abandoned house or abandoned shed. And then when the parents asked where he was, she was like, I don't know. So he could have died.
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
It is pretty fucked up.
And then Robert Pattinson said at 14 he cyberbullied someone and they had to move. Maybe. Who knows if that one's true? But all of the friends are like, well, you were 14. It was okay that you cyberbullied someone. Your frontal lobe wasn't developed. And then Zendaya's Emma, she says, you know, she was a really lonely, like disenfranchised kid. You know, she just thought about doing it, and then someone essentially beat her to the punch, but then she became a guns rights activist.
I love this. I love this turnaround for her character too, you know, because I think they judged her. Well, it was mostly, what was her name again?
Rachel. But also Robert Pattinson's character totally.
He does.
But
like, I thought it was interesting that they gave him more of a pass. Because and they are this around the same age, like that whole thing of like, oh well, you were only 14 or 15 to him being like a cyberbully or whatever, but then to her, I mean, okay, you could say she had planned it or whatever, but she didn't carry it out. She still could, you know what I mean? Like I feel like maybe she, okay, if that other shooting didn't happen and this, you know, we say like maybe she could have regretted it for the rest of her life. You know what I mean? Like you can definitely sense there's like regret with her as a person. So it's like, I don't think she's a bad person just because of that, you know?
Not at all. I think Emma is the most compassionate, like empathetic character in the drama.
She also went deaf because of like using her dad's gun in the woods or what, you know what I mean? So I mean, I'm sure it seems like she's had a lot of character development.
100%. I mean, like, I know last week we were talking about, we kind of reverted, we were like talking about high school memories because we were talking about High School Musical.
Yeah.
And, you know, you talked about being like a pretty like lonely kid.
Yeah.
Lonely teen. And, you know, me too, just on like a different level. But I don't know about you, but I did think it was a really like interesting depiction of what it was like to be like a 14-year-old girl, especially during that time. I think like there was a lot of like humor in it, and a lot of myself I saw, not that I ever thought about doing that, but just this idea of like when we were teens. I don't know if teens do it now, but like that like Lana Del Rey, Bling Ring, Spring Breakers, like Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The aesthetic. That's what she said too, is the aesthetic of it is what she was attracted to.
Yeah.
So.
And just like all she wanted was just to find like a community.
Yeah.
And I think it's really interesting that all the people in the friend group, even though Rachel did something worse that could have actually killed someone, she gets a pass. Robert Pattinson's cyberbullying or Charlie's cyberbullying gets a pass. Everyone gets a pass except her. And I wonder if, at least in Charlie's mind, because he's trying to justify the rest of the film, I wonder if it seems like her redemption arc isn't good enough for him. Like, it's not too cut and dry of a story. It wasn't like, oh, I had this grand come to Jesus moment. It was, you know, essentially just someone beat her to the punch.
Yeah. It's almost like divine intervention in a way. That it didn't, that she, you know what I mean? If she had all the materials, was getting ready, and then something else happened, and then you question, like, oh, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I
just thought it was interesting to depict how, like, it might have not been good enough. The narrative wasn't good enough. Like, it wasn't like I changed as a person necessarily.
No, they judged her harder for that. Like, for not having that, I guess, narrative of
like a better story, but it's like real life.
No, it made me like her character even more. I'm like, oh, she's got depth.
Yeah. I don't know. And then, but the humor in it is really good. Because, like, Charlie hyperfixates on the stupidest things, like her holding a knife. Or, you know, like her...
The mug.
Yeah. Throwing away the mug.
And it was his mug.
Yeah. What?
That had a gun on it. He was like any kind of like symbolism.
And he did something worse. Like, he almost cheated on her.
That's true. I know. Do we forgive him?
I think we do. I think you have to reach, like, the bottom to understand. Because the way I interpreted it, especially the second time around, is like, I don't know if Charlie's cyberbullying story is even true, because you know, he's kind of like, oh, maybe it was just a coincidence. They kind of moved.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, like, I wonder if he really had to like he definitely loves Emma, no matter what his friends say, no matter what Rachel says, no matter what his coworker Misha says, who says she should call the authorities. But I think he had to do something bad. He had to do the worst thing he's ever done.
Oh, you're so right. I didn't think of it this way, but now he's in a place where we can judge him because he essentially, well, he kind of ruined her reputation, because now it's not really a secret between these four friends. Now he's like gossiping almost about her, or like, and he's like almost cheating on her. And now people know her business. Like, there's a whole nother situation. And now at the wedding, the same lady that he works with her, right?
Yeah.
And he kissed her.
Ripped open her shirt.
Yeah. Like right before that. I mean, I don't know. He kind of like fucks it all up. And he gives that speech like he's like a little drunk. Like, I don't know. It's like creating probably not the best memory for her. So for her to forgive him is something.
I mean, I loved the ending where they just meet at the diner and are able to, because Emma really has grown as a person. Like, I do truly believe people can change, and especially at 14, like, you're not the same person.
Definitely.
At 30, and like, I don't know, it's just one of those things where it's like, it's really interesting because, well, like, my husband, like, I knew him when I was 14, and then for like 10 years I didn't know him, and then we got together, and it's like interesting talking about, like, sometimes he'll want to like reminisce or get nostalgic, and I'm like, dude, I'm not the same person. I've lived a whole entire life. Like, you met me again. And I think it's hard for some people to do that. And I think it's interesting in this time where now we're almost post cancel culture. We're like zooming out. It's like, oh, we've kind of done this to people on the internet. We've done this to people in real life. We've kind of just judged their like worst moment, and like,
that's true.
Yeah. And can we really judge people on their like the worst moment?
I don't think so. I don't think you should. Also, I mean, if you do murder someone, that's a little different.
Totally.
You know?
But like, people that commit manslaughter, like a Caitlyn Jenner situation or Matthew Broderick.
Okay.
People say people make mistakes, you know?
Yeah.
So it's interesting, even us from a pop culture lens, how we can give certain people, we love Ferris Bueller, you know,
Yeah.
slay, but then we won't give certain people any grace.
True.
But I don't know. I don't know why we do that. It's a little pack mentality. It's just us as twisted humans.
Yeah. We are.
Yeah.
A little twisted.
We're all messed up.
We're all a little twisted. But no, I love the ending too. I thought that was really cute. And I thought, because they also mentioned going to that diner at some point, like, oh, we should just go, because I think they were saying, like, instead of all the fancy food, we should just go to the diner after or something. Like, let's just keep it low key. And then the fact that they both instinctively went to the diner, I don't know.
It's beautiful.
It got me a little bit. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
It really is. That's like, I think both the drama and materialists hit on certain things about love that really speak to me.
Same.
I feel like love has to be on the table. To quote Lucy,
it's not all about math.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But weddings, or like planning a wedding and this idea of having a wedding, does feel like that.
It feels like math.
Yeah. Love feels like math sometimes, especially if you're like on a date. Like I feel like both of these films really hit on these modern day plights.
Yeah. Well, because I feel like you do, like in Materialists, like, well, it's funny because she's playing a matchmaker. Dakota Johnson's playing a matchmaker, and she like can hear all the people's like demands essentially of like what they want in the partner, but it's like to check so many boxes is going to be really hard. Maybe impossible. I mean, men are breaking their legs to be taller. Like, what is wrong with them?
I don't know. The craziest thing, though, it's like you can have all of these like vain, shallow ideas about what you think you want in a partner, and then you can meet someone who checks none of your boxes, like a Charlotte York, Harry Goldenblatt situation, and they could just be your person despite all odds.
That's true. Yeah. That's beautiful. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, what did you think of Materialists?
I really enjoyed it. I wasn't sure how it was going to play out because like I didn't know how much of I didn't know how like deep into the love triangle we would get because from the start, okay, Pedro Pascal, I feel like he's great in this role.
Do you have thoughts on Pedro Pascal?
I don't know. I like him okay. I don't think I've seen him in enough things to have a full opinion on him.
Yeah, I know him from the internet, being the internet's zaddy.
Yeah.
A lot more than like his film.
I know. I want to judge him on his work because like, I mean, he's not bad looking, but I feel like in this movie, he looks pretty hot. You know, I'm like, okay, work. Like the way he walks into the room with his confidence. Like, I'm like, okay, you know? But I could sense like with his character and, gosh, what's her name? Lucy?
Yeah.
So like, and he's Harry, right?
Ooh,
or no?
Remember?
I think it's
That's
Harry.
So funny. I'm like, I guess.
I think it's Harry because the other guy's John, Chris Evans.
See, to me, they're Pedro Pascal. Chris Evans.
No, we could. I mean, that's easier.
And I feel like Dakota Johnson always plays a character named Lucy. So
wait,
I feel like
has she been Lucy before?
I think so.
What was she in?
Everything. She's Lucy.
She's just
right?
Lucy in everything, isn't she? No, I think you're right.
I think so.
Like.
Well, no, because you know how like HBO will like recommend you a different movie? Am I Okay was the next recommended movie.
That she's in that too.
Lucy.
She's Lucy in that too. Oh my God. Is this just the same character? Have you seen Am I Okay?
I have not, but I've been recommended it so many times. That's probably why I haven't seen it. I'll come around. I'll probably love it.
Yeah, I know. I'll probably end up watching it eventually. I like Dakota Johnson, I'm realizing. I think she's good.
I do too.
I just think that one movie, it's on like the tip of my tongue.
Well, you can't blame every actor for the worst movie they've ever done.
No, you can't. But it's 50 Shades of Grey.
Or Madam Web. I feel like both are like in contention for maybe the worst movie she's ever done.
Yeah, maybe. I never saw Madam Web, though. I actually kind of low-key wanted to see that. I don't know why, but...
I watched half of it. I didn't mind it.
Yeah?
But it was bad, but I didn't mind it, you know?
Yeah, I just feel like 50 Shades was just not good. But I feel like part of it was the story itself, or like how it was played, or like maybe the chemistry with the character. Like there's something off. Do you know what I mean?
100%. Like Madam Web, the half I saw, seemed like bad not on purpose, but there were so many factors where I was like, okay... Yeah, they know it's a bad movie, you know?
Yeah.
And 50 Shades is a little more complicated, just with all the sex elements and the sliding door situation, which I kind of liked.
That was my favorite part, was when the door slid closed and it ended. The end. That's my harsh review.
Yeah, no, it definitely got better.
I think, you know what? If the casting was different, though, Pedro Pascal even could have been the zaddy in 50 Shades. I know it wouldn't. I don't know if it would have made sense. I don't know what he was doing with his career at that time, but
That's true.
But yeah, who did they have? They had some guy that looked like just a boy. Like, it just didn't make sense. I'm like, there's no way this guy is like.
You know what it was? It's like Dakota Johnson comes across as steely.
Yeah.
And Christian Grey is supposed to be steely.
He's supposed to be the steely one. Yeah, but she's the steely one. And she plays a steely character in Materialist, and it really works.
100%. I think that's it. I think the steeliness balance. And then you get Pedro Pascal and Chris Evans, who I'm obsessed with.
Oh my God. I love, like, I think this is a big statement, but this might be his best film.
Agreed. Poor man Chris Evans is
so
where my heart is.
I know the whole time I was really like rooting for them to get together because they have so much like undeniable chemistry. Mm-hmm. And I'm kind of glad that the film does end up with them together because I wasn't sure, like, I don't know. Also, like, what it's about. Like, I feel like it touches, or well, it does more than touch on it, but like, you know, just like the idea of like materialistic.
There's so much about
like,
math.
Yeah.
And so much about a person's worth based on very like shallow things that quite frankly are not in anyone's control, you know?
Yeah. I thought it was interesting though that like Pedro Pascal's character, he wasn't even concerned with the material stuff necessarily. Like he's like, I don't need to have all these things in a person. I'm just looking for like a nice person. He's just like, I just want to love and be loved essentially. Like he's not necessarily, I don't like his character, like he wasn't a bad guy, he just wasn't a good match.
100%.
But it does deal with worth because he ends up breaking his legs to get the lengthening, like to get the surgery to be taller. So everyone's struggling with worth, even the guys, I guess.
100%. And like, you know, Chris Evans' character is kind of reckoning with the fact that he is like 37 and like a starving artist still, and like it's like, do you still go for the passion or do you like lock in on, you know, just being like a functioning human? Like it's a really interesting, these are all heart debates and nothing's like right or wrong. This time around, what really resonated with me about Materialists, it's like at the end of the day, it's just about who you love. Like that's it. Like at the monologue at the end with Chris Evans being like, all I have to offer you is my love.
Oh my God, that got me. That's the
only thing I can guarantee.
That got me. And anytime Chris Evans looked like he was going to cry, oh my God, I was like,
so
like hold it together.
Yeah. Oh, you know, Materialists, this is kind of a reversal. So you've seen Christopher Borgle's Dream Scenario. So you've seen his work before, and I have not.
Yeah.
I've seen Past Lives, Celine Song's film, before Materialist.
Oh, and you told me that was really good. I really do want to see that. I just forgot about that film, but things move too quickly. I think the cycle, part of it is like getting to things is like they'll be on a streaming service and they won't. And if you don't, you know what I mean? Like there's
100%. I don't like being at the mercy of streaming services.
I don't either. I just want to be able to like watch something when I want to watch it.
100%. Which wasn't that the whole like point of a streaming service? But I digress.
Anyway.
Past Lives is actually like, and I don't care if it takes you a year to watch it, but it is a must watch. And it does deal with matters of the heart and love. And, you know, it's about, you know, it's like, does she go with, you know, the man that she's made this like new adult, like a, you know, real like adult life with in the United States, or her like soulmate from Korea from her childhood? And like, you know, it's a very, Celine Song is a really good director and writer in the sense, like Borgley, like Sofia Coppola, like all these people that we like adore, these like auteurs or auteurs in the making that have a real vision. And Celine Song's really going in on the romances, which is nice, but also just her idea about love is really interesting.
I just want to say, I would love a film on those cave people, because that was interesting to me as well. Because like it was like at the beginning and then at the end, it's like showing like the first marriage, I guess, or whatever. But it's like, because they're cave people, they're not really speaking. But it's like they say so much with looks. I'm like, oh, this is so fascinating to me that they're using this to kind of make a point. But it's like, I could watch a film, you know, maybe if she directed it, so that would be interesting.
Could.
You know?
Yeah, I completely agree. I think I'd love to hear Celine Song's caveman love story.
The whole making a ring out of a flower.
And that's what love is about, which to go back to the drama, it's interesting to me how, like, researching the fashion and the costume design, which both films, same costume designer. Did you know that?
I did not, but I was thinking like the fashion is like Zendaya's wedding dress. So good. I mean, the puffer jacket, obviously.
Which that's the thing. It's like, you know, it's iconic if like it's the one someone could wear, like a blue dress, for example, like Dakota Fanning.
I loved her blue dress.
That's the blue dress. Or Zendaya's like puffer jacket wedding dress. That's iconic right there. Her name is Katina Danabasis. But yeah, she did the drama, she did Past Lives, she did Materialists.
Oh, wow.
And especially with the drama, it's interesting how she talked about, like, you know how, at least for me, some films I'm like, is it not that deep? Is it that deep? You know, I don't want to like
overanalyze like costumes or like
anything. I don't want to like overanalyze anything. I just want it to like wash over me and then see what I pick up on. I don't want to Easter egg.
Yeah.
Every
it's a lot of work hunting for those eggs, like to do it while you're watching. Oops, sorry, Miffy.
Yeah. So that's crazy. Like, I don't want to do that. But what I really love is she was like, no, I'm using color theory. I'm using symbolism.
Ooh.
Like, this is intentional.
So what is the blue dress? Does that symbolize something then?
I'm not sure, but for the drama, she definitely used color theory. I'm not sure about the blue dress. That's TBD. Shoot your grandparents TBD.
So, well, tell me more.
Okay, so for Emma, she said that it was completely grounded in reality.
Okay.
Which I think is really telling about the other characters, to be honest.
Yeah, she does seem the most grounded.
I mean, everyone is on her about a thought crime. Like, we're in fucking Minority Report. But yeah, her style is grounded and, you know, she talks about modern corpcore a little bit. But yeah, she says nothing's too perfect. I don't want to say lazy, but it's normal, elevated just to make it stay in the movie world. But even the coffee shop meet cute with the like the pea green top, she wanted to really focus on her offbeatness throughout the film. So that and like the orange puffer jacket.
Okay.
And I didn't even pick up on this, but I guess she wears in the film like hiking shoes.
I think I noticed that, yeah.
And it's to create this tension and friction. But yeah, otherwise everyone's like normal, like sea of beige, and like she's kind of the color.
Okay.
Yeah, there's something about her that's a little quirky.
That makes sense. I could see that.
Oh, and the wedding dress. They had a couple like almost avant-garde options, but they decided to go with something a little more cliche and like wedding topping vibe.
She does look like the topper. I mean, she looked really good though.
I don't know if it was this or Tara Gonzalez. She has a epic Substack.
Ooh.
Like, I'm going to send you. She does a really good analysis of Zendaya's orange puffer jacket.
Ooh.
But it's like iconic. I'll link it in the show notes too. Like,
Okay.
I want her to be a guest. I'm manifesting
Ooh.
on the pod. Like,
okay.
I'm obsessed with her. But I think it was in her article. She was talking about how she noticed that Emma is pretty much like, she has a lot riding on this wedding because even like Rachel is like her friend's husband or like her the
like,
wife of the husband.
Yeah.
And she's like met Charlie and been like, let me assimilate into his world and like I
Yeah.
want to be normal like him and like just kind of fit into him. So like her fashion is quite normal and just like to fit into his world.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So they think for her character, it could have been or should have been maybe avant-garde, but because she's trying to fit into his world a little more, it's a little more demure.
Mm-hmm. She's like repressing it a little bit. Or like with the wedding topper style dress, she's like having a little more restraint.
Did you think it was interesting when they were talking about the DJ and they catch the DJ outside?
We gotta talk about the DJ.
Right? So they have this wedding DJ and they catch her, I guess, smoking meth on the stoop of,
I think, heroin.
Or heroin.
Which is crazy. I would not be able to tell the difference. Sorry, that's nitpicky.
No, yeah. I guess there's, well, you know. Anyway, just hard drugs.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's like her apartment or someone else's, but on the stoop somewhere, just kind of like, it looks like at a party maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like this whole discussion, essentially. She's like, I don't know that we should fire her just because of this one thing. This, maybe she's having a really bad day. Like, maybe this is her lowest. And maybe we
moment.
shouldn't. Yeah. And I think that was even before. Was that before they had the what's the worst thing you've done?
I believe so. Yeah. Because they talk about it when they do the wine tasting.
Yeah. But everyone was like, well, there was like, oh, well, maybe, I don't know. It was like a little back and forth on like.
A lot of performative judgment.
Yeah.
It's very interesting how Emma was willing to give the benefit of a doubt because she was like, oh, this is a very compassionate take. Like, it's her lowest moment.
Yeah.
And then talking about trying to conform, like, when everyone, including Charlie, is like, no, we should fire her. They do end up firing her.
Yeah. Eventually she does.
Yeah. Which my take is, it's a DJ.
Yeah, if she shows up and does, like, she was there.
She brought her cables.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like she was like not performing or showing up. Like, yeah. How can you judge someone and the way she like put the judgment on her in that moment? I think it was that performative kind of like, I'm going to judge you. Maybe because she was being judged at the time. I don't know. But
to be honest, okay, well, I'm going to ask you. If you were getting married and you saw your wedding DJ smoke heroin outside an apartment, what would you do?
I would hope for the best. I mean, because, okay, here's the thing. Their wedding was like in 2 or 3 days.
That's true.
How do you have time to find another DJ? Do you know what I mean? I guess they did eventually, but.
The humor in that scene, too. I loved the second DJ.
The second DJ was fun, and he was not reading the room. He was like in his own world. He's like, oh, everything's great, guys. Like, I'm so happy to be here. What's wrong?
Maybe my ears popped.
Did your ears pop?
I think my ears popped. I'm so sorry. No, everything like changed and went.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'm still young. You know how they say young people and dogs can tap into a different frequency?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe I'm still young.
Maybe I'm still young too.
Yeah. I'm like, my ears.
Sometimes my ears, I hear like a ringing.
That's what I just heard. Kind of like that scene in the drama at the wedding. The funniest part to me was the dad makes a speech about, Emma like hiding away the gun and Rachel's being like a big cunt.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
And like completely ruining her wedding.
Uh-huh.
Like evil. Like people. Okay. What I've realized in my life, Brie, is like I might have been an Emma. Not school shooting wise, but just an Emma. Like I always thought that I was like, am I like growing up, was I like a pick me and not a girl's girl? But I feel like I am a girl's girl.
I think you are, yeah.
But I feel like there are Rachels out there.
But there are some, yeah.
That will weaponize everything about you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, girl.
No, I feel the same way. Like, just like maybe not quite fitting in or people picking on, like little things like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of females pick on me in my life.
Yeah.
So I'm team Emma. Emma's my girl. Most evolved, compassionate person in both movies, to be honest. But yeah, we just had like when like the DJ has a problem.
Oh, and it's like,
yeah, and they think it's like a shooting or something,
Oh,
like that
yeah, that happened in the film. Yeah. Oh my God, that was so funny. And so like, it's so crazy because I feel like the film does such a good job though of building tension because you're constantly like, what's going to happen? And I felt like I wasn't sure if Emma was actually going to be pushed to like a nervous breakdown only because of those flashes that she had, which I don't know if it was like a dream or just like a thought that she had where, because there's a few times in the film where it'll like flash to like a whole nother scenario. So like
a dream scenario.
Exactly. But it would be like, oh, everyone at the wedding was like shot and dead. Like they show like an aftermath of like a mass shooting at the wedding.
Yeah.
So it's like, is this something that is like an intrusive thought? Is this her intrusive thought? Is this Charlie's intrusive thought? Maybe. But it was like the way it was chopped up. It was like you weren't exactly sure, I think. Or like if you're watching it for the first time, I think even less sure. Maybe if I watched it again, I'd be like, oh yeah, I think that is. But I remember thinking like, I think it's Charlie's. But what if like I'm still unsure because at a certain point you do get more of Charlie's perspective, I guess. And then it cuts to her and do you know what I mean? Yeah. So like at the wedding and then all these things are like coming up as like, yeah, the DJ, like the
wiring.
Yeah.
Makes it sound like it's a shooting's about to happen or whatever.
Or the dad telling that story. And
yeah. Yeah, there's this interesting, I found the tension to be very humorous And like I really vibed with it, to be honest.
I liked the tension. It keeps you like on the edge of your seat and kind of like,
but also like the funny, like that humor kind of interjected with the tension, and like that like idea of it's uncomfortable, but you don't know if you should laugh or you shouldn't. Yes. Like it creates a really interesting space for an hour and a half. I thought
it was interesting that a lot of like our row was laughing a lot, but the rest of the theater was like very silent. And I remember a couple of times like busting out laughing and I was like, oh no, should I not have laughed? But I was like, no, I feel like I should have. I'm like, what's wrong with these people?
No, it's intentional. That's why I think it's so genius. I think also the 2 times I've watched it, I've laughed harder the second watch.
Yeah.
Or like I kind of was able to let my guard down, which is kind of like what Charlie's able to do with Emma like towards the end. It's just being able to see the light and the dark moments, or see like the humor and the tension and like bounce off of it. It's interesting. It's also like super humorous, those flashbacks, or at least I can see the humor in it.
Yeah.
Because it's like always the worst case scenario. It's like the worst thing you've ever done in that moment, or you could ever do. Like it starts off with, you know, after everyone's told their secrets, and like Zendaya's like having that like thought of Charlie being like, oh, I'm just gonna leave town, and the friend's like, we should beat her up or something. You know, it's like the worst thing you can think of, or like, you know, just everyone being all bloody at the wedding and just whatever. It's always the worst thing you can think of.
And sometimes those are intrusive thoughts. And sometimes people have intrusive thoughts.
Amen, girl.
And then they don't act on them.
And they don't. And it doesn't matter for what reason. It's divine intervention. Team Emma.
Team Emma.
This is a podcast for people who are Team Emma and not Team Rachel. I think that's the niche.
It's like, do you have intrusive thoughts?
Then you've come to the right place.
You've come to the right place. Oh, man. You know what I thought was hilarious?
What?
It was one of my favorite scenes. The wedding photographer that kept shooting while the arguments were happening.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy, like, Charlie's coworker, who, like, I don't know exactly. I forget how she brought her date or her boyfriend or whatever to this event. And does she say to him that Charlie sexually assaulted her, essentially?
Yeah. So
he gets up, and this is happening at the wedding. He gets up and he punches him like right after his speech or something. And the wedding photographer is just snapping away as everyone's like, oh my God. And there's like a big fight breaking out. His nose is all bloody. And I just like, can you imagine those photos? Like,
as a photographer, because, okay, there were a couple times, because you and our friend Jack are both photographers. You guys were cackling the hardest every time the photographer came into frame.
Yes.
Like the scene where they're doing like those test shots. Both of you guys cackled super loud, and I was like, put a pin in this. I'm like pray tell, what is like the insider photographer tea?
I don't know. I think, okay, well, the first, like the test shots, I think is just relatable because it's like sometimes people are awkward, but I think it was more like the tension, like the photographer's so unaware of the tension that's happening between these two, because literally like the night before is when he found out, like, you know, whatever, she had she was like, this is the worst thing I've ever done, blah, blah, blah. And so it's the next day, so there's still a lot of tension. They haven't had time to unpack and have a conversation at all. But the photographer doesn't know this, and she's like, come on, guys, act like you know each other, act like you love each other. And like, what's the best thing? Like, what do you love about this person where you can tell they're struggling? Or, well, Emma's not really struggling too much. She's kind of like, well, I'm hoping everything's cool. You could tell she knows that he still was like a little off, but you know, for him, it's like a bigger thing. So it's like that. It's just so funny to me. And then when she's like, you know what, we'll just get it on the day. Like, it's like,
has that ever happened to you?
I mean, I've definitely been in a scenario where I feel like the photos maybe weren't it, but you have to be positive as a photographer. That's part of it, because people get self-conscious really easily. Like, people don't, I think, instinctively like their photos taken. So you have to make them feel comfortable. And like, sometimes it's like, you just have to, you might get a shot later, but you just, you know, it's like sometimes, but not to that degree where I've gotten no I'm sure she didn't get, I don't know, anything really.
Yeah, she comes out of that pretty deflated. But also the music she decides to put on, great needle drop for the movie. The
Yes.
Alicia Keys, Try Sleeping with a Broken Heart.
I loved that.
But also, like, oddly, the Alicia Keys era that I'm most familiar with. I really liked that album as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, like, random choice to, like, get the love vibes going.
True. Yeah, that doesn't really get the vibes. I thought the other song was way better, actually. Like, that Zendaya had picked.
She was, you know,
She should have, I don't know.
Zendaya, to the costume designer's point, she really is, like, the only character grounded in reality. And, you know, when I was planning my wedding, like, the discourse between her and the choreographer of just being like, this is all performative. Like, come on, just, like, do the thing and don't try to be authentic or try to, like, lighten the mood or, like, be yourselves. This is not about that. This is about being, like, perfect and pristine and performative, you know, for others, not for
That didn't sit
you.
well with me.
But, like, that's the energy I got. So I was like, also, I'm a relatable queen. Because every time I try to be like, whatever, like, it's like you can't. And also the time constraints. But there's humor in that, you know?
Yeah.
There's truth in comedy.
I liked that too. That made me, I did think about your wedding planning and like that sort of stuff. And I'm like, I wonder if this was what it was like a bit. Like,
100%. I was always like,
how much does this matter? Because I remember you'd like tell me, like, I don't know if this really matters. And they're like, oh, I guess it matters. Like, okay.
Yeah, I think a lot of things are performative. And I think the drama talks about, either performative outrage, performative judgment, performative, you know, just the idea of like the wedding industrial complex.
Yeah, like, and the show must go on. Like, as a wedding photographer, I'm sure like you're supposed to keep capturing the moments, like no matter what. But it was also like, girlie, read the room.
But also keep capturing the moments no matter what. It's kind of beautiful
because
you got to capture the good, the bad, and the ugly.
That's true.
You know.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny.
It was.
Catching people at their worst.
100%.
Oh
no.
I wonder if they'll look back at those photos fondly or not, you know? Be like, remember that time? Is that something you think you could like laugh about later? Or is that something you would like, let's not talk about that? Or like maybe like years down the road?
No, it's something you could laugh about because like, okay, if we're like writing the drama too. Okay, Charlie's probably still friends with the dude who I don't remember his name, but I love him.
Yeah.
I've never seen him in anything, but I do love him. I loved his vibe.
I loved his vibe too.
They're still friends, but Rachel and Zendaya are definitely not in each other's lives, and they try to keep everything separated.
Did you think like how are him and like Alana Haim's character, like how are like him and Rachel, how are they together? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how does he talk? I don't know.
She's the worst.
Because she just seems so intense, and he seems so like relaxed and open minded. So it's like, I don't know. I guess there's more there. I guess.
Very, very grounded in reality, because I've seen that before.
Yeah.
You know, like there's one person in the couple sometimes where you're like, ooh, they're a toxic individual.
Yeah.
You know?
Like,
I think we've even been in scenarios where we're like, sheesh, their, you know, girlfriend is our boyfriend is a little bit of a red flag.
Yeah.
But you love who you love, I guess.
I guess so.
But yeah, I foresee Rachel being like they don't hang out as a foursome anymore.
I kind of don't blame Emma for sabotaging that job opportunity.
No.
Because she did her wrong anyways. I don't know.
Yeah.
She was never really her friend, I don't think, you know?
100%.
Because a friend would like understand or like try to understand and be more open-minded.
Yeah. It's also like I don't fault Emma, because how do you even have a conversation after someone treats you that way?
Yeah.
Like, how do you work on a project with someone? You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, that's...
Yeah, but what were you saying about in the future, the drama too?
Oh, just, yeah. Their friend group is dissolved.
It's dissolved.
It kind of has to be. But I hope Emma finds some gal pals, some friends.
I hope so.
Or at least a movie night crew. At least a Brie and some boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good enough for anyone, right?
Right. Yeah.
Just
One good friend's all you need.
100%. Yeah, maybe that was the thing with like Lucy, to circle back to materialist. Where are her gal friends?
Yeah.
To help her through some of the dark times.
That's true. Yeah, she didn't really have any, I guess.
Well, maybe in this cinematic a24 made up cinematic universe,
they could be friends.
Yeah.
Her and Emma could be friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Maybe Charlie's friend is newly single because Rachel, he realizes she's a villainous individual, needs a matchmaker.
Oh, yes.
Tie it all together.
I love this dream scenario coming together.
That's dream scenario.
That's what the movie's really going to be about.
Yeah. And Nick Cage will be in there somewhere.
Of course.
And Greta Lee. I think we need to take the past lives universe and dream scenario and just
weave them all together.
Yeah. Well, any other thoughts?
I mean, I really enjoyed both of these films for like different reasons. Like the drama, I haven't laughed that hard in the theater in a long time. So
yeah,
it was good. I do wish I saw The Materialists in theaters too, because I feel like that one would have been good.
I love the soundtrack for Materialists.
Yes. No, it was really good. Because they had a mix of like, I think some like old songs and newer songs.
Yeah. Like this time around, listening to that one Cat Power needle drop really hit. That like Love of Manhattan. And I was like, I haven't listened to Cat Power in so long. Was that like one of your
Cat Power? Yeah. I've listened to them before. It's been a while though.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe I need to revisit them.
I always get Cat Power and Feist kind of mixed up, but I love both of them.
They have similar vibes. You know what I thought was interesting? Speaking of like bands that were kind of popular around that time, you know, like when Feist was kind of
late 2000s.
Yeah. I felt like the beginning of Materialists was a lot like Devil Wears Prada. Like just the beginning, like just the opening, because it's a little bit like she's having her like suddenly I see moment. She's putting on the lipstick, you know what I mean?
That MAC lip liner on in the mirror.
Walking the streets of the city, and I don't know, it just had that energy of just at the very beginning, not like anything else, but
no, I completely see
I was bought in, I think. I'm like, is this a reference? Did someone just watch Devil Wears Prada and like sneak it in there? And
I hope so.
Yeah. There were like a couple things that I thought were like references.
Ooh. You think Celine's song was like a little inspired?
I think so. Yeah. I think it was maybe like a steal like an artist kind of thing.
It's just parlaying into our next month of May episodes. I mean, we're going to have a Devil Wears Prada month.
Oh, yeah, we are.
On the pod.
Yeah. I'm stoked.
We're going to be Devil Wears Prada out. Which, have you seen the like clothing collabs in the wild?
Mm-mm. Do I need to? That face it was like kind of like, don't know.
I don't know. I passed by an Old Navy last weekend and I saw
Devil Wears Prada at Old Navy?
Yeah, they have the cerulean sweater.
No.
And they have a lot of other things.
Is it a real partnership, or are they just trying to like?
I mean, I think it's a real partnership.
Huh.
Because I think Devil Wears Prada is owned by Disney somehow. But it is very interesting. They're giving Redbubble vibes in every way. It'll hit you. It's at Target if you race through there.
Oh my gosh, Disney.
Yeah.
The Disneyfication. Has it always been Disney though?
Beats me.
Huh. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah. In my mind, I'm just turning a blind eye because I know I'll have a fun time at the theater, no matter what.
Yeah, no matter what, a fun time will be had.
I'm bought in. I'm not going to be a hater. Like, I'm bought in.
Yeah, I felt like, I was a little trepidatious, but now I've come around. I'm like, I just want to enjoy things at this point. Like, just going to the theater and like to my favorite actors. Like, I'm sure they wouldn't sign on if it wasn't good,
Yeah, or if it's really bad, there's going to be elements that are good. Really good.
Yeah, and Stanley Tucci's in it, so.
Yeah. And that song with Lady Gaga and Doechii.
That's right. Oh my God. When you sent me that made my day. I was like, what is this? It's like, it sounds like a 90s, like,
it sounds
club.
Like Vogue, but
it does.
Yeah.
And it's such a like collab that I wouldn't have dreamed of. Like, I'm just like, oh my God, this is great.
What does she say?
Sachet Dolce?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, so no matter how much we hate the movie or cringe during the movie, they're probably going to play that song at the credits, and
so
it'll
some
be
good is
okay.
already coming out of this.
Yeah, 100%. I'll see Anne Hathaway's face or Meryl Streep's face, and I'll be like, well, I like that. They might play Vogue again. See, I'll like something in it.
Yeah, definitely.
Something will wash over me. And if not, like Project Hail Mary, I'll just watch it with everyone I can over and over again until I beat it out of me. Yeah.
Do you have any final thoughts on the film?
I love how both the drama and materialists are exploring love in this digital age, this modern age, and I don't know. I love that it's pretty frank with how it views things. I loved the drama's humor. I love materialists' like heart.
Yeah. And there were a couple funny moments in Materialists.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was funny. I'm trying to think right now. I know like there's like an awkward moment where like Pedro Pascal like shrinks down. And that made me laugh because he was like, yeah, it was 6 inches. And then he was like,
would that give you the, like, would that be a deal breaker?
If someone got the surgery or if they were short?
If someone got the surgery.
No, because they're already, I mean, you can't, that's not something you can undo. I mean, like they're as tall as they are. So
you're like, break those legs again.
Break them and take some bones out. You must go back to being short. No, I think like if I liked that person when I met them, like it wouldn't really matter. But I wouldn't go around like looking like, oh, I want, like have that requirement maybe. Like care that much. So, I don't know.
I think it's so smart how it brings that up, and it's like a very mature way, because I think their breakup scene, it really isn't for like Dakota Johnson's character. It isn't about that.
Yeah.
Like obviously you'd think that would give her the ick, but it's more of like, honestly, it's just love.
Yeah.
It's just that. It's just whatever the heart is. It really doesn't matter. You can be like doing the math of everything, and like her job as a matchmaker, Yeah. You can be like evaluating people, and at the end of the day, really like you could do all this stuff. You could permanently alter yourself, and it really like, I don't know, it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I love that, and I love both are smart and like original, and I don't know, I think that's what like I want to see out of movies.
Same. Yeah.
And it also like makes our like trepidations with The Devil Wears Prada 2. Like it makes, when we're not just constantly getting sequels or like Marvel movies or like fluff or whatever, like movies that don't have a lot of depth or like intellect or like wit with them. Like I think now that like I've rewatched Materialist and I've seen the drama twice in theaters, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I can watch The Devil Wears Prada 2 and it's not going to like lose my faith in humanity. But
Definitely.
I felt like that for a couple years.
No, I felt that too. I think, maybe we're just getting better movies now and more films that, are interesting and not all. Because like sequels, they do kind of get old, or like you can't just do that. We got to have some options.
And like, I love that the public, or at least the community of Letterboxd that I'm on, or like the side of the internet I'm on, loves the drama and like thinks it's interesting and like wants to talk about it and wants to discuss the nuances, and they are like, let's talk about Emma like being the most evolved. Like let's actually talk about it now, and like let's be adults and like talk about film.
You said some critics didn't like the film, or like a majority didn't.
Yeah, the film, like critics were a little more mixed, which is I think the tides are turning in that way. I feel like it's interesting when we talk about internet discourse, or like, now that we're kind of like post that like cancel culture woke mumbo jumbo, like we can kind of extrapolate like the good trueness of actually being woke, but also, I don't know, like talk about the nuances of being a human.
Yeah.
It's like beautiful.
So you think we're like a little less critical, or like the critics are maybe back in their role of critiquing a little, like pretty harshly?
Yeah. Or like, like thinking about it, like it's before my time, but like a Roger Ebert, like there's so many reviews I've always been like, let me go back and like read a Rodrigo review. And I'm like, geez.
Sometimes he tears them apart.
And I'm like, wow, okay. Your take is interesting. Mm-hmm. But it's interesting that now we can be like that. I think in recent years, like the critics have been way more open-minded than the audience.
Yeah.
And there's been a little bit of like a power imbalance where like the critics would be like, oh, this is my like thoughtful take on a film and, you know, my review of a film. And then like the consensus on the internet with like the public would be like, fuck you. Like,
yeah,
get canceled. Like,
I think I've seen a lot of that. Yeah.
Like, I don't want anything bad. I want everything sunshine and roses, everything PC. And like now it's interesting because it's like we're in a time where I think politically a lot, like if people are telling us to like keep our mouths shut and be repressed. And I think like it is heartening to see at least my corners of the internet being like, no, we're nuanced, complicated humans, and we should give people grace and empathy, and we should talk about uncomfortable topics because we're adults and we're not in like a utopia, but we're also not in a dystopia, and we get to like, while like AI is scary and on the rise, like we're still fucking humans.
Yeah.
And like we need to talk about the human experience a lot more and appreciate it a lot more.
Definitely.
Sorry, I got so deep.
No, I've seen that in my corners as well. Just that like, moving towards like we should just focus on that, like the human experience. Like a lot of people want to talk, which I think maybe AI too, maybe that is, even though AI is supposed to be progressing us, you could say, but I don't think it really is, but maybe it is in a way that people are actually, it's bringing out more humanity in people and I don't know, wanting to relate to one another more, possibly.
100%. At least that's what I hope. So more films like the drama, more films like Materialist.
And a24 always puts out like great films.
Fuck yeah. And also, did you peep Ari Aster produced the drama?
I heard that, but he's a comedian, right?
No, he's Hereditary and Midsummer.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of another Ari, maybe.
Oh, Ari Shafir?
Yes. Okay. The whole time I was thinking it was him. I'm like the guy we saw that in stand up that one night.
The guy we saw at the Comedy Cellar? Work.
That's who I thought. I was like, oh, wow. I guess he has some pretty nuanced takes and like, you know, I guess his dark comedy, I didn't quite take away that same vibe, but like maybe there's more to him than I realized.
I love that. But I know now I need to see Eddington because that also has Pedro Pascal, and that was
I did want to see that one, and I still haven't seen Midsummer, so, and I know that's another one that's like a year later. It's almost been a year, or maybe it's been more. I'll have to watch it.
I mean, I saw it in theaters in 2019. I will never watch that movie again, but I will talk about it with you anytime because it actually changed me to my core.
Wow.
It's a deeply, and also Past Lives. Those are two.
Okay.
I'm like, Brie, those are must watch.
Got you.
So
I'll add it to we'll talk about it. We'll get around to it.
Whenever you want to talk about it, I'm game.
Okay.
I'm obsessed. Well, you want to sign us out, Brie?
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.